Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. And today we're doing something a bit different. We're going to be testing out an operating system. Alright, so let's say you're really into free and open source software and Linux and all of that, and you'd love to run Linux on your computer, but your computer is very old, and even the more lightweight Linux distributions like Ubuntu or Arch Linux even aren't able to run on your computer. Well, have I got a solution for you? TinyCore Linux is an operating system that is just 16 megabytes in size and has a system requirements of this much. I probably should have looked that up beforehand. Point is, you're gonna be able to run this on an ancient computer. So without further ado, let's get started. We're just gonna boot up our computer right here. Alright, we've got it in full screen it seems. So let's see. We have a choice of a few different window managers. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Alright, so I'm gonna boot it up with Ice Window Manager because it's sort of a okay, I got some weird thing here. Alright, I'm not sure what any of this means. Ice Window Manager is basically, it's sort of a Windows 95 looking thing here, and here we are, we're booted up. It's not in full screen for some reason, so that's weird. Hold on a second, let me just fix that. Alright, well, I'm having a little bit of trouble with VirtualBox. It doesn't seem to want to go into 16 by 9, and I can't really change the resolution, so I'm not really sure what the problem is, but I'm trying to record this video, and I guess I'm just going to have to deal with it right now. So I've just kind of moved myself off to the side, as you can see. Kind of defeats the purpose of the green screen, but whatever. Alright, so step 1, installation. So if we look down here in the icon bar, we should see an ICTC TinyCore install. So we just click on that. Alright, let's see, what does this mean? I guess we use the whole disk to install it. Install bootloader? Yeah, probably. Frugal. Use Frugal hard drive installations. Use pen drives. Okay, well, this looks fine, I guess. Formatting options ext4. Yeah, I'll just stick with that one, I guess. Oh, the mouse is kind of not working. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Boot options reference list. I don't know what any of this means. Enter spaces separated options from example. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore this, I guess. I don't know what any of that means. If you can hear like a whirring sound, that's my computer. I have a laptop and it's just kind of sitting on the desk. Let's see, install type, core and GUI desktop. Core only. Yeah, we want a GUI. Core plus extensions categories to install. Wi-Fi support. Yeah, you know what, let's just install all of these to be safe. We've got enough space, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Alright, let's proceed. And it's just going to go through its installation process now. Something I do want to point out is I'm using the Core Plus installation because there are actually 3 different versions of TinyCore. There's Core, TinyCore, which is actually bigger than the Core. The Core is just 11 megabytes. The TinyCore is 16 megabytes, and then what I'm using here is Core Plus, which is 100 and something megabytes. So it's a lot bigger, still very small for an operating system. But the 2 smallest ones are not actually installable operating systems. They're just meant to be used as live systems. But you know, for the purposes of this, we want to actually install it, and it seems to have completed its thing. Everything is grayed out now, so I guess we can just reboot and it should be fine. Let's see, you can click on exit and let's shut down, killing all processes. Alright, so now we're going to go and remove the ISO from the disk drive. This is all, you might not understand what this is. I'm basically removing, think of it as removing the installation disk from the computer is what I'm doing right here. And let's boot it up and everything should be working fine. And there it is. Alright, so how do we score that installation? That installation was very fast. It could have explained what was happening a little more. I wasn't exactly sure with that part with all the text on it, the wall of text. I think I will score installation a 7 out of 10. Alright, part 2, desktop environment. Right off the bat, it looks pretty old. Very dated, actually. But it's usable, I guess. Oh, okay, that's a little weird. We've got all our programs here. Okay, well, it's very fast. I mean, that is nice, I guess. Oh, by the way, I've given this 4 gigabytes of RAM and 128 megabytes of video memory, as well as a single core, I think. So that's what the specs of this virtual machine are running. Okay, we've got a bunch of, I'm not sure why there's no programs listed. That's pretty weird. But let's see if we can make this desktop environment look a little bit more familiar. You can go in settings, I guess. Focus. Themes. Oh. Okay. Well, we can change the theme, I guess. I do kind of like how the icons pop up like that. I'm not sure it's very necessary, but kind of interesting. Okay, I just changed the theme again. I'm trying to find the settings. Nothing's showing up in the programs, but I guess we can use these things down here. So we can go to control panel, I guess. Oh gosh, I need to change the theme back. This is actually very ugly. Windows 95, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, there we go. Default. Okay, that's better. This still looks weird though for some reason. Alright, whatever. Let's see. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of this desktop environment. I just want to say, we can change our wallpaper. We can make it like a gradient, I guess. So if we want like a red, we can go with a brighter red. To like an yellow. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. It looks a little hellish, I guess. What I want to do is put this thing on the bottom and then get rid of this dock here. But it's not very intuitive. Okay, so TCW bar conf is the dock. We can adjust how much it zooms in. Yeah, that's better. And I guess if we just move everything out of there, then then the bar is gone. Oh, but there's still a little rectangle right here where it used to be. Will they show up in here now? No, they won't. Well, I guess we better move these back over so that we don't end up not being able to open any programs. I could probably look up how to, do what I'm trying to do, but I think that kind of defeats the purpose. I feel that, desktop environments should be intuitive, and so I'm going to rank this a 4 out of 10. I don't really like how it looks, and it seems to be a bit buggy as well, and I think there is a way to actually do what I'm trying to do. I remember seeing a video of somebody else using TinyCore Linux, so that's, yeah. Part 3, installing packages. So if we go down here, I think there should be an app store of some kind. Apps. First one, would you like the system to pick the fastest mirror? Yes. That'd be good. Checking 22 mirrors. Please wait. The fastest mirror was repo.tinycorelinux.net. Press OK to set it as your mirror. Okay. So, this is our app store, I guess. Apps. Cloud, remote, browse, select a mirror, select fastest mirror. I'm not sure. Browse. Yeah, let's browse. Alright, here's all our stuff. So let's get, can we get like Firefox? Firefox ESR. Firefox get latest. Size 71 megabytes. 71 megabytes. I think that's even bigger than a regular Firefox. Like on my phone, Firefox is like 50 something megabytes, so that's kind of weird. I think there was a different version of Firefox called IceCat, which should be smaller. That's 27 megabytes. And I think it is a bit more lightweight, so this would be something you'd want to get if you did have an older computer. So I guess we can hit go. And it's doing its thing, it looks like. Let me expand this window. Oh, nope, we can't. Okay, it seems to have glitched out. Okay. Oh, whoa, that is weird. That's gonna make a good thumbnail. It's taking a little while. Not very fast, although it is in a virtual machine, so that might be inhibiting it a little bit. Okay, it seems to be done, and there it is. Oh gosh. Okay, this is just a problem with the VirtualBox, not the operating system. The mouse kind of gets out of sync because there's the real mouse on elementary OS, which is what I'm running on this computer, and then the virtual mouse, and they kind of get unsynchronized, but whatever. Let's open up IceCat, and there we go. We have the internet. Now, VirtualBox, the way it treats the internet is it kind of treats it as like a wired connection. So if my computer is connected to the internet, it'll just automatically treat it as like an Ethernet connection. So we don't even have to bother connecting to the internet. Let's try going to like YouTube. Oh, we can type it in the search bar. This does look like a pretty old browser, but you know, I guess that makes sense because it's pretty small. Secure connection failed. An error occurred during a connection to youtube.com. Okay, maybe we could go to like the mobile version or not. Okay, is that even the correct URL for the mobile version? I'm not sure. Can we go to Google? No. Okay, it's just not connected to the internet, it seems. Okay, the dock just kind of disappears when you open a window in full screen. Control panel. Can I get internet, please? Network. Wait a minute. It was able to download the package from the internet, so it should be connected to the internet. I'm not sure why it's not working on this. Just type a letter and search. Secure connection failed. Okay. We're having some issues. Alright, so I think I figured out how to fix the network issue. I had to type in about :config, and it brought me to a little thing saying this might void your warranty or whatever. And I apparently have to change some sort of setting, so I found, hold on, oh, I can't really copy and paste. I need to copy and paste. Alright, hold on a second. security.ssl.enable. So apparently if this is set to false, then it will not block me, but it is already set to false. So that's a bit odd. Yeah, whatever this website is right here, it seems to be working. So I'm not really sure why it's blocking certain websites. Like DuckDuckGo, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I spent the past few minutes trying to fix this, and I can't figure it out, so we're just gonna have to abandon the web browser for now. So that's a shame. I'm gonna have to deduct a few points for that, I guess. But installing packages seem to work just fine. I mean, the UI is obviously a little dated, but it seemed to work fine. It was a little bit slow though. So I think I'm gonna give it. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I think that's fair. 6 out of 10. All right, now we're going to take a look at software availability. If you are going to use this as your daily driver, you are going to want to install all your programs, right? So let's see what is available here in this App Center. Now that I think about it, this step probably should come before installing packages. So I guess I'll change that for future videos. Browse, there we go. Alright, that was confusing. Okay, so let's see, what do we have here? Wonder if maybe there's like an old version of GIMP. There is GIMP. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's see if we can install that. Alright, it's finally finished installing. Let's see if we can open it up. Yeah. Whoa, GIMP 2.10. This is the latest version of GIMP. My gosh. The Ubuntu repositories are more out of date than this. Seriously, I'm on elementary OS right now, and if I was to install GIMP, it would install GIMP 2.8. I actually had to go to the website in order to install the latest version, but this has the latest version built right in. I don't seem to be able to... My laptop is being very loud. I apologize for that. I don't seem to be able to actually move the window. So, that's a little weird, but whatever. It seems that the window decorations over here, the window buttons, whatever they're called, they don't seem to actually be showing up on this, so I'm not sure how you get rid of this. Oh, I can just press quit over here, so that seems fine. You can create a new image right here. It doesn't need to be that big. Just do something like that. And okay, that's not what I wanted. We gotta brush. Wow. So photo editing, image editing works great on TinyCore, I guess. All right, let's quit out of that. Discard changes. It does come with a text editor, pretty basic, obviously. So I wonder if maybe there's LibreOffice on this. LibreOffice. Wow, 137 megabytes, bigger than the entire operating system. Yeah, I don't think I'll bother installing that because that'll probably take a long time, and I'm sure it works fine. What about video editing? We go like Kden Live. Doesn't seem to. There's one called Pitivi as well. Video. Apparently a Vidimux is available on this. Oh, or maybe not. VLC. Yeah, we have VLC. Let's see if it has Xonotic. Oh, I spelled it wrong. No. We can search tags. So we search games. Yeah, not a whole lot of games. Obviously, there's going to be less software available for this, just due to the limitations of the operating system. But all things considered, software availability is not that bad. I mean, I was even surprised that GIMP was even on this. I think we can give it an even 5 out of 10. I think that's fair. On to part 5, gaming. Now, I already did this obviously, but if we go to tags and we type in game, yeah, we've got a bit of a selection. Ace of Penguins, card game, Cryptrover. You are an archaeologist trapped in an underground crypt with a limited supply of air. You must survive long enough to reach the crypt's exit. Be too rash and the arachnids will nibble you to death. Okay. Emacs games, NetHack. Not sure what this is. Pygame. Quake 3 area demo for Linux. We have Quake 3 demo. Let's see if we can get this going. This will probably take a little while to install though. So, I'll get back to you when this is finished. Oh, it's already finished. Doesn't seem to be showing up in the thing here, unless maybe it's in here? No. Oh, there's GIMP. Just kind of shows up there. That's weird. Run program. Application launcher. Q3A demo. Q3. Oh, it just kind of filled it in. I clicked OK. Doesn't seem to be there. Oh, these windows are still open. Can close out of these things. Alright, well that didn't seem to work. Now let's just try playing this card game. It's only like a 1/4 megabyte. So this shouldn't take too long to download. And it's already finished. And it is still not showing up anywhere. Penguins. Run with sudo, maybe that'll make it work. No. Alright, I think we can safely say that gaming gets a 0. Oh, hold on a second. A 0 out of 10. So before we total everything together, I just want to up installing packages from a 6 to a 7, because I feel that that's a little bit more fair. Alright, so it's time to total our scores together to get our final score of TinyCore Linux. Drum roll, please. I am totaling up the scores. Actually, hold the drum roll. I've made a decision. I'm not going to include gaming in the scoring because, I mean, let's be honest, if you're using this operating system, you're probably not using it for gaming. Alright, cue the drum roll again. And our final score is 5.75, which I'm going to knock down to a 5.5 because of the network issues, giving TinyCore Linux a final score of 5.5 out of 10. So be sure to tell me in the comments, am I wrong? Does TinyCore Linux deserve a 0 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10? This has been episode 1 of whatever I'm going to name this series. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.